I am not going to be very happy in this video, and I guess you can tell why. So Saints just played against Brighton, and the score was 2-2 in the end. And the reason why I'm so angry and upset is that we deserve to win the game. And I know that Brighton really did play well. Especially in the second half, they came back and fought, and they were fantastic. Really tough to defend against, and I just think that we deserve the win. Not because I'm not faulting Brighton. I'm just saying that I think we played the better football. We created the most chances for the majority of the game. They had a period where they were all over us, but that wasn't as big as the periods that we were all over them, and I feel like it's a bit undeserved. I mean, I'm saying this, it can't really change, can it? But yeah, I'm just going to run through the game's events as quickly as I can because I don't really want to think about this match anymore. It's horrible to watch as a Saints fan. So starting off, I wasn't sure how well we were going to do this game because we played against Brighton about 3 weeks ago in the Cup, and we only just beat them right at the end. We beat them 1-0. And so I was looking at this game thinking we're both going to be playing better squads, so I'm not really sure which way this is going to go. But Saints have had a lot of good form recently. I was a bit worried because of the international break of 2 weeks that all of our momentum and form would have gone, but from the start of the match you could see how Saints was much more attacking. They were on the ball all the time. Brighton were pushed back so deep. Saints always seem to have 3 or 4 players in the Brighton half at any given time. Really high pressing, really good to see that we'd kept that style of play, and it started paying off. We should have scored quite early on. I think Wesley Hoot it was. There was like a whole goalmouth scramble which included some really good blocks, I think, against Danny Ings, and then Hoot just skied it from about 5 yards out. I don't know how he managed to get that under the ball, but oh well, just out of nothing really. That happened, that amazing goal. Højbjerg seems to be in everything I talk about in these videos. First of all, he played really well against Leicester and then did a stupid dive, got sent off. And then he scored and played an amazing game against Crystal Palace, and now he's done this in this game. And just, I don't care who you support, you've got to admit that is one of the goals of the season. That is unbelievable. He always likes trying shots from outside the area. I think I've seen him do one every game I've watched so far this season. But this one was on another level. He gets it so low. That seems to be his problem. He normally gets a bit under the ball. But you just watch the flight of the ball. There was an amazing replay in the game. Really good camera angle from behind Højbjerg. And you just see the ball doesn't move. It's like knuckled so well. And it just dips at the last second right and off the post. And it's just an insane goal. And I'm so happy that he managed to get that because, wow, what a finish. And there's nothing more I can say. It's just brilliant. And from that, I feel like we deserve to win the game just from that goal. Højbjerg had a really good game again, just in general. Really good passing, really composed on the ball. I don't really think he made many mistakes. I felt like Lemina in the middle of the park was a bit quiet, and he made a few mistakes compared to how he normally does. He's normally such a confident, forward-playing player, and obviously he likes to sit back and cover for defenders if they're out of position, but I felt like he just wasn't as confident today, and he made quite a few mistakes, but it was lucky we had Højbjerg there to try and keep our midfield solid. And then, that goal happened, so we were looking really good. Going to half-time 1-0 up's not bad, and then to come out and be under the foot is just a bit hard, and we managed to hold on well as a defence, and then from nothing again, really. From nothing the first time, I mean, it was like a half chance and he scored, whereas from nothing here was we were being pressured, and then suddenly we have an attack. Danny Ings gets fouled. I think it's quite a soft foul, but it was very clumsy. I think it was Bong who really should have been yellow carded. I don't actually, was he yellow carded? That's a good point, because he did so many fouls And yeah, he wasn't yellow carded. I don't see how Bong wasn't yellow carded. And if you watch his foul really early on in the game, I think it was on Lamina, and he's studded into the back of his calf. That is a terrible foul, and it should have been a yellow card just for that. But he's done a number in this game and hasn't gotten anything. The whole crowd was booing him the entire game, and that just shows why. It was because he's doing all these fouls and doesn't get punished for it. So I thought the refereeing was a bit pants. But yeah, it was a penalty. Danny Ings is cool as a cucumber, slots it in the bottom corner, and that was it. And we should have used that, but instead we just went right back to where we were just before we scored the penalty, and Brighton are on the front foot again. And we need to be able to use our momentum that comes out of random situations. You just got to use that, because it's 2-0 at this point. We're looking great, but we're looking subdued. The celebrations after the goal went in just made it seem like we were way too comfortable, considering all of the play that had happened beforehand. And so when they scored, it didn't really come as a surprise, because they'd been playing well, and I think they deserved a goal. It was a soft goal. We had Long, who isn't the tallest person on the pitch, marking what their tallest player on the pitch, their centre back. So I don't think that was a good decision. There seems to be a number of those decisions in defensive positions. Anyway, why didn't we have Vestergaard marking him? I guess you want him in the exactly. You want him at the front, getting the head out if the ball's played in a bit too low. But it's just stupid. I don't know why Long was marking him, but it was a good header, and they deserved it. But after that, no way. We should have capitalised. I mean, we had a couple of half chances. Gabbiadini, from 40 yards out from a keeping error. He should have taken it with the right foot. He shifted it onto his left to be more comfortable. It might have been the other way around. I can't really remember. But he should have scored. Well, not should have scored, but it was a really good opportunity to get another one back at Brighton just from a defensive error. And then the end. So again, we've been under the foot for the majority of the second half, and McCarthy does an insane save from a corner. He's got to be more recognised for the contribution he makes to games, because he didn't actually have loads to do this game, but when it mattered, he did that amazing save. And it's just a real shame that then from that corner, from that save, they get a penalty. And looking at this penalty, I can kind of see how the referee has given it, but I really don't think it should have been given. Right, so I can see why the referee can make the assumption that their defender's been pushed in the back, but if you look at it slowly, right, so you've got James Ward-Prowse, who's very small, apparently able to muscle over a centre-back who hasn't even left the ground to head the ball. He's still running at this point. It's clearly he's looking for any kind of contact to go down, because he's running under the ball. He's not going to go anywhere near it. So I don't know why. I do know why he did it, because it's a clever piece of play. But if you watch it, you see Ward-Prowse has gone into is just trying to keep tabs on him. He's not pulling him or anything like that. But he doesn't push him either. He's kind of got this bit of his arm in his back. He doesn't have a hand on him or anything like that. And the only movement that you see from Ward-Prowse is after he's gone down, trying to turn and face the ball. You see that arm come out, which kind of looks like a push. I get it, but it just seemed really, really soft. And watching the referee's reaction when it happened, it looked like the ref was looking for any excuse to give the penalty, because he watched the foul happen and waited for a minute. Just didn't react to it. He didn't look in. He didn't try and get closer to kind of validate his decision, and then decides, oh yeah, that must have been a foul if he's gone down. If this small person has been able to knock down this tall person, it must have been a foul. And I really think it was soft. But I can see why the ref would possibly think it, but I just don't. And it just hurts, because we've thrown away so many points from winning situations. We've drawn the most games since the start of last season in the Premier League. Brighton is second to us, but we've drawn the most games, and it's just horrible, because I thought we'd put this past us. But What I can say is that refereeing decisions against us haven't gotten better since last season, and it almost felt at points last season that games were rigged against us with the refereeing that happened. And there were a couple of instances, like I say, the bong stuff. There was like a big foul on I think it was Vestergaard or Hoot, who jumped for the ball, headed it, got backed into by Knockhart or someone, and the foul got given against us. I don't know how, because Hoot didn't have any hands on the player. He jumped for the ball, headed it out, and then got clattered into. I don't see how that's their free kick, and I think the referee didn't have a very good game. That being said, right, they get this penalty. I think it's soft, but what more can I do? And McCarthy, for all that you've done, that amazing first save, it was a poor attempt to try and get the save and the penalty, and it was an easy penalty to save. And Murray scored it, and well, I can't say fair play to them, because yeah, they played really, really well, both teams, but I feel like Southampton played a lot better. And again, it's the last minute goal which screws us over, like the one against Leicester with Maguire scoring from outside the area. It's just, it seems to be a whole congregation of unlikely scenarios coming against us, and it's just a shame. But yeah, I think seeing how we played for half of the game, I have a lot to hope for, that we'll push on, but it's just a shame to see us so low down in the table. So we're only 3 points off the relegation zone, and we've been playing just as well as any of the top half teams have been. So it's just a shame. But man of the match for me, I'd probably say, was either Redmond or Højbjerg, because I think they both had a great game. Redmond, it's a shame he still hasn't got much impact on games. He got an assist against Brighton in the Cup, but apart from that, he hasn't really done much. So it's good to see him really confident now, and I'm hoping that he can improve, hopefully get Gareth Southgate on his side and get into the England squad maybe. Just, that's my hopes. But yeah, Højbjerg, great game again, and hopefully we can do well in the next game. However, I don't know who we're actually playing next. Who are we playing next? We are playing against Liverpool. So away. That's not good. We're probably going to lose that game. But after that, we're playing against Wolves. Again, a difficult game, but the way we've been playing, I feel like we could nab a win or a draw. And then we're playing Everton again. So yeah, I don't really know. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my little ramble. I've tried to be as not biased as possible, but I just think that we deserve the game. Sorry, Brighton fans. Yeah, if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, comment down below what your opinions on the game were. Do you think it was a penalty? Do you think it wasn't? Who was your man in the match? Yada, yada, yada. And if you enjoyed this kind of video, subscribe. It tends to be the only video I'm uploading on this channel at the moment, and I'm hoping to do more, not just Southampton games, but other big games that happen when the Champions League starts. I'll do stuff on that. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video, which is going to be on Saturday, or on Sunday when I upload it. Liverpool against Southampton. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and take care. Bye.